The Western world is obsessed with cosmetic surgery, embracing curves, the significance and challenges of the Brazilian bum lift. Now, in a world increasingly enamored with aesthetics of shape and form, the Brazilian bum lift, or BBL, has become a symbol of beauty, empowerment and self-expression for many. Basically, fat is harvested from one part of the body and injected into the buttocks to enhance the fullness. But why would anyone want to do that, you ask? Why indeed? But it has captivated the imaginations of some individuals, and social media hasn't helped, and that, alongside the influence of celebrities and public figures who have undergone this procedure, has transformed the landscape of what beauty is and created a fervent desire for the voluptuous curves epitomised by the BBL. But as we celebrate this embodiment of beauty, we must engage in a nuanced conversation about the complexities and dangers that accompany this particular cosmetic enhancement. But, pardon the pun, there'll be loads of those, why get this procedure? In some cultures, a large backside is celebrated. Take my parents' culture in Ghana. Now, that is considered a big bottom. It's a sign of wealth. In many Latino communities, curves and a big behind, again, symbols of fertility, strength and femininity. My auntie's backside is like two basketballs stuck together. You could rest a pint on it. It's au naturel. The BBL has amplified this appreciation. Growing up, I was teased about my behind as it stuck out so much, and I was teased for my full lips. They called me duck bum and rubber lips. Ah, look at me now. If only I'd known they were jealous. For women and men seeking a silhouette that matches the ideals perpetuated by this newest form of perceived beauty, the BBL offers a transformative opportunity, one that promises not only an enhancement of physical appearance, but also a boost in confidence and self-esteem. But it does not come without risks, which include a high mortality rate, higher than many other surgeries, due to the risk of fat embolisms, infection, and many patients are dissatisfied with the final results, which take ages to appreciate due to the long recovery process. Patients complain of one butt cheek being bigger than the other, or that they are too big. And as we all know, the desire for cosmetic enhancement often stems from deeper societal and personal issues related to body image and self-esteem, which surgery may not address. Now, I spoke to Dr. Rennie Hondekamp about the procedure.
This procedure in itself is probably the riskiest that there is. So there's death rates for this procedure between about 1 in 2,300 and 1 in 6,000. That's massively high for a beautician, beauty product, as it were, to happen. So what happens that kills people in this is normally a fat embolism. So fat is injected deeper than it should be. It goes into a muscle and then it spreads into the bloodstream. And once it spreads into the bloodstream, it can go to every single organ, or it can get into your pulmonary system, and it can actually cause a PE, so a pulmonary embolism.
Now, Rennie, what is it and how does it work? Because they're calling it non-surgical. They're injecting something. How can that be non-surgical?
So when we're just injecting things like fillers or fat that's transferred from somewhere else in the body into an area to enhance it, we call that non-surgical. Surgical means you cut the skin, you open it up, you move muscles around. So that's why it's called non-surgical, but it is still invasive to a degree because it involves needles. The problem with Well, there are two problems with this. The first problem is that the filler market and anything that involves products outside of Botox is completely non-regulated. And more than 10 years ago, we had the Keogh report that said you've got more protection, consumer protection, is if you buy a biro than have a filler injected into you. So the people doing it don't have to be trained, don't have to be insured, don't have to be CQC registered. So you've got cowboys doing it in their living room at the side of their house. And the place where this woman had it done was like a shed to the side of a house that was set up as an aesthetics clinic. It's a fatal incident.
I don't know why anyone would want to do this procedure, because even if you do get it done successfully, aren't there issues with it? You've got filler in your behind.
So you can get migration, so the filler moves somewhere else, so then it gets lumpy. You can get infection, which can lead to sepsis. You know, you can get what we call biofilm around that infection, so it's almost untreatable because antibiotics can't get to it. The complications are high and they're risky.
What would you say to anyone who's contemplating having a BBL?
Okay, look, I'm not going to judge whether people should or shouldn't have this because I wouldn't want it, nor would you, but people want different things. I wouldn't want big lips, but some people do. I would say go to an accredited surgeon, a plastic surgeon who's qualified. There are regulations around this. You know, you can go to the British Association of Plastic Surgeons, you know, which is called BAPS, and get somebody who you know you're at least in the safest hands that you could possibly be.
Renee Hondenkamp, thank you very much.
Despite the allure of the BBL, which comes hand in hand with a range of risks, the Brazilian bum lift is celebrated for its aesthetic potential. Despite being fraught with dangers that often go unnoticed in the glamorization of cosmetic procedures, many still get it done. Here's a fun list of the top 5 celebrities who are rumoured to have undergone the Brazilian butt lift. At number 5, Jessica Alves. Known for her bold style and unapologetic attitude, Jessica has openly talked about her transition and desire to be a woman. Now, she struggled with her identity, once attempting to become a human Ken doll before discovering her inner woman. But after numerous surgeries to get that hourglass figure, she is clearly happy with the results. Her journey highlights the complexities of beauty and self-love in today's society. At number 4, Blac Chyna, a reality star and entrepreneur. Now, Blac Chyna is famous for her dramatic figure. She's been very open about her cosmetic enhancements and is often regarded as one of the prominent figures in body modification in that conversation. At number 3, Cardi B. Now, Cardi B frequently celebrates her transformation and has openly spoken about cosmetic procedures, including her BBL. Her candidness about her journey has made her a relatable figure for many fans navigating similar choices. At number 2, Nicki Minaj. Known for her daring fashion choices and bold personality, Nicki's curvaceous figure has become her signature. The rapper has often embraced her curves, making her a prominent figure in discussions about body positivity and enhancement. But of course, at number 1, the queen of the curves herself, Kim Kardashian. Now, Kim has long associated the voluptuous figure with the butt lift, and many aspire to have her figure and her style. Her overall aesthetic has played a significant role in popularising the hourglass shape. Now, these celebrities have not only made a mark in their entertainment industry, but have also influenced conversations around body image and self-acceptance. Now, whether or not they've had a BBL, each has embraced their unique look, reminding us that beauty comes in many shapes and forms. So whilst the Brazilian bum lift remains a sought-after cosmetic procedure, it is crucial for those contemplating it to be aware of the inherent risks and dangers involved. Do your research, select qualified and experienced surgeons, and engage in comprehensive consultations that discuss not only the desired outcomes, but also the realistic expectations and potential complications. My advice, as an owner of a genuinely big backside, don't do it. It ain't all that.
Subscribe to see more of our latest videos on the topics that you care about. Thank you for watching GB News, the People's Channel, Britain's news channel.